So he's staying to film this movie, Red Rover, at the Fairmont Algonquin.
Okay.
Just an absolutely magnificent... I'll try it again. Just an absolutely magnificent structure this piece is. Calls it a piece.
So does he talk like Alec Baldwin, kind of like lofty?
100%.
Yeah.
If you closed your eyes, you'd think you were watching the Royal Tenenbaums. He sounds like Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
He's creeped out to be alone there. But let's not overlook it. He says, what an absolutely magnificent structure this piece is.
Right.
This piece, this building.
Yeah.
Who calls a building a piece?
A piece.
Billy Baldwin. That's who.
Bildy Baldwin.
Billy Baldwin loves buildings. He's creeped out to be basically alone all the time. And he says, all of a sudden there's a jiggling at my doorknob. It was like a rattling back and forth. You know, like someone jiggling. Like somebody jiggling the doorknob.
Yeah, we got it. Jiggling.
We got it. It's jiggling. And I was like, is this what it's going to be? Like, are we going to move on? This was the first story of the episode.
It's like somebody dared him to see how many times you get the word jiggling into this.
Yeah, he's on Impractical Jokers. They want him to just say jiggling as much as you can. Yeah. Then the door opens and there's nobody there. At some point while he's away, his wife flies out to stay with him for a week. And then in the middle of the night, the bathtub turns on all by itself at 3 a.m.
The witching hour.
That's right. He also hears the sound of a woman crying at night. Not his wife. I think she was gone again by that point. But he goes, sobbing, crying. Which is very consider the source. It's always in twos with these Baldwins.
The Baldwins love a double.
Ironically, there are 4 of them.
How strange.
Very odd.
Yeah. It's 2 and 2. It's 2 twos.
Oh my God.
They even doubled up the siblings.
The numerology of the Baldwin family. Oh my God. We're going to stop everything. We have to do this now. All right. At some point, he flies home on a weekend to spend some time with his kids. When he comes back, he walks into the hotel. There's an old man bellhop. The old man bellhop picks up his bags. They walk together to his room. Okay. He opens the door to his room. He steps inside his room for the first time in days. Mm-hmm. And he says he's going to get some money to tip the bellhop. He says, quote, so I go inside. I snapped off a 20.
I should talk cool like that.
It's so cool, Kristen.
Yeah.
I go in there. I snap off a 20. Went to hand it to him. And he was gone.
That's a hefty tip. He's lucky that he was gone, so he got to keep that 20.
He got to keep that 20.
Yeah.
He could snap it back into his wallet. Yeah. I snapped off a 20.
Snapped off a 20.
The Billy Baldwin of it all overshadows the ghosts.
I honestly, I didn't even think about the fact that the man disappeared.
No.
I was just like, he snapped off a 20.
Yes, this is like a magic trick. There was a ghost involved in what I just told you, but you got so distracted by Billy Baldwin snapping off a 20, you forgot that reality had been broken and that the veil between the living and the dead had been lifted. Thrown high into the air, but you're too busy, you're distracted, you're looking at this. You're seeing the smirking face of Billy Baldwin. You forgot that there's a freaking ghost.
Oh my God.
Oh boy, what an experience.
Oh
this is my paranormal experience. Spending some time with Billy Baldwin for a while.
Turned the very story into a ghost.
Oh, yes, the story plumb disappeared. Okay. So he snapped off a 20, went to hand it again, old man bellhop.
Right.
Who carried his bags for him and then disappeared. Now he starts to explain the hallways of this hotel are so long. Mm-hmm. There's no way this old man made it all. There's no way.
Yeah.
So this old man disappeared.
This old man, he took one.
This old man
went knick-knack.
This old man, he played ghost.
Oh my God.
Baldwin gets 20, old man toast. I don't know. Don't ruin it.
I didn't know. No, anyway. I don't know what I was starting.
So, he then goes down to ask at the front desk. And I had to quote this too.
Sure.
Quote, They say at the front desk, he describes the old man, helped him get his bags. Whoever I was claiming to have had this encounter with was not an employee, was not on the staff there, did not work there now.
So he was a confused old man who wandered onto the premises.
All this pointed, drilling it home. He was not an employee there, was not on the staff, did not work there now.
Got it.
They said that it was Charles, a former employee of the hotel who died many years ago. Guess what?
How'd he carry his bags?
I don't know. It's like Buggy Ding Dong.
Yeah.
Needs a lot of energy to carry a Baldwin bag.
I guess he's really been working on
Unless
it.
it's just full of crackers or something. There's not much in there.
Crackers.
So that seems like the ghost story. It's not. Well, I didn't mean it
Prelude
is.
to a ghost story?
He runs into the ghost again.
Oh.
This you seldom ever hear of.
Yeah.
He walks past Charles every time that they depict. They do like a sort of reenactment, and it's always a Billy Baldwin lookalike walking the halls reading a script.
Yeah, that's all actors do.
That's all they do. So he walks past the bellhop, and the bellhop just sort of turns and looks at him and smiles. I guess I was just kind of numb. Billy Baldwin turns a few beats later and begins following him.
Oh.
He's going to follow the ghost back to the source.
Now he's in hot pursuit.
But then when the ghost of Charles turns a corner and Billy Baldwin comes after him, he's disappeared. Just around the bend.
Uh-huh.
Lost. I never saw him again.
Did he really repeat it twice?
Yeah. Yes, he did.
That's so funny.
I think I would have liked to have had a conversation with him. Of course, you want to find out who he is and what's his backstory, what's his history. But I think it was very clear that it was a sort of boundary that was not available to me, that was off limits, that was not going to happen. And that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't push it.
Well, you couldn't push it, right?
Couldn't push it anyway, but he did it again. That's why I didn't push it. That's why I didn't push it twos.
Yeah.
The Baldwin double.
They always come in twos. Yep. Yeah, the Baldwin double.
The Baldwin double.
Yeah, infamous.
That's why I didn't push it. It's like in this moment, again, forget that this is about a ghost. This is not about Billy Baldwin. It's like
the ghost is absolutely incidental to what you're telling me.
You know what the ghost is? His memory.
Oh.
Because it's like he's wrestling with himself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you know what? You know might come in twos? Maybe the first one is for them.
Yeah.
Cementing this idea. And then they're like, yeah, that's right. And then they push it outward.
And then it's like a mirror.
Yeah.
Yes, the twos.
The two is the Baldwin double.
I think it was very clear that there was a sort of boundary that was not available to me, that was off limits, that was not going to happen. And that's why I didn't push it. Anyway.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. So there's a Phantom Charles. According to Haunted Places, like all this is he saw the same ghost story we've talked about 1,000 times.
Totally. It's just
but through a scanner Baldwin.
Yeah.
According to Haunted Places,
Baldwin.
The tipping ghost is commonly seen, in addition to, quote, a phantom night watchman whose keys clank as he makes the rounds, and an elderly lady who rearranges the dining room settings at night, and a bride who cries in room 473, and ghost children who play throughout the building.
This place is plum packed.
Those plums are packed.
Yeah, he almost couldn't not have bumped into a ghost.
Exactly, yeah. Baldwin, you know what? Baldwin was just walking into a trap.
Yeah, that's true.
And most Baldwins are trained not to do that, such a thing.
That's absolutely right. Alec was in Mission Impossible. He should have passed this on to his brother.